Okay, so this is going to be their introduction to our entire species, so what do you want to say to them? Perfect. That's going to confuse the hell out of them.
What's going on, humans, extraterrestrials, and ethereal beings of all kind? Welcome back to another episode of What Up, Aliens? I'm your host, and I'm joined by your other host, Gia Cognata.
It's me.
Welcome back. Hope you're having another steezy Monday. How you feeling today, Gia?
Well, I'm feeling like it's not Monday.
Yes, it's not Monday. We don't record right before we put it out. We do it a little in advance so that we can...
You're such a professional.
Yeah, well, I try to be. I try to keep it, we're trying...
I don't want to lie to you guys. I'm trying to get a good, close relationship.
I'm happy lying to you.
Oh.
Don't care. Just want you to be entertained.
You're an influencer. That's why. Austin told me that all influencers kind of are liars.
Yeah,
he's like,
for
don't
sure.
believe that. And I'm like, what do you mean don't believe that?
Just because someone posts a video doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
Like a food video. It's probably gross.
Or like reviews of something. He's like, they were paid to say that it's probably disgusting or it probably doesn't work.
Yeah.
Really?
You can't trust anything you see online. You should know this
so
by
much.
now.
I trust also, honestly, like YouTube review videos of like DIY, how to do. I trust those like it is like the internet. It is.
Yeah. And I think YouTube reviews you can trust for sure.
But influencers, no, some of those people
No.
cross over influence. That's what they do. And then they make a YouTube video and they're like, this is how this works, blah, 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 blah.
Have you ever been burned?
Yes. Yes.
What was
yes.
that?
Oh my God.
What
you
happened?
know you were here.
With the
Every
eyelashes?
couple of months, I do a beauty thing that hurts me.
Oh, yeah. You saw an influencer do that?
Yeah, well, it was a recommendation of how to get off a tan, a self-tan.
And what did you use?
I used a magic eraser.
The things you use on your walls to get your deposit back, she used it on her face.
I used it everywhere, really.
She used it all over her body.
Yeah, but it only really hurt my face.
Yeah.
And then
You just
I like
sanded yourself, basically.
I did. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
don't do that. Where did you see that recommendation?
It was on a YouTube video.
And they just used they
And
went
I
to
did
Home
no
Depot.
research. I was kind of in a panic. We were supposed to go somewhere, I think,
Mm.
or I don't know. And I had like late night done it. And I was like, there were spots where I just had to lift some of this tan. It was not even. And on the internet, if you typed in magic eraser self-tan, somebody has recommended it. I guarantee you.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
Terrible. Well, I didn't do a lot of research.
It burned for days.
It burned.
For days it burned you.
Just in like one spot on my face.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good lesson. Don't use construction materials as beauty products.
That is a cleaning product.
Yeah, well, it's not meant to clean your skin.
Well, who knows?
You do, from firsthand experience.
I do. Don't do that.
Absolutely
Please
not.
can you put like don't do that. I'm like right in text.
No.
Please
I'm lazy.
spend 5 minutes and do it.
Okay,
Thank
it'll take me
you.
20. I'm terrible at this.
You're not.
I'm pretty bad at editing.
He's not.
If you've watched any of these videos, you'll know I'm pretty bad at editing.
He's just like, I'm not going to do that.
There's not a lot of editing that happens with these.
No.
And it's because we don't get a lot of views. And that could be
'Cause
chicken
we
or
don't
the
do
egg.
it. Yes.
Chicken or the egg on that one.
Oh my God. Let's fight.
Okay? Let's fight.
Let's fight.
All right.
I think if you did do that,
Uh-huh.
it would get more views.
Right.
And you're like, nah,
I think you should contribute literally anything to the podcast.
I will.
You do. I do everything for this.
I'll do it.
I set
but
it up.
I feel like you
I
don't
bring
want
in
me
the 50
to.
viewers every episode. I set everything up. I bring topics. All you do is make weird, horrible things for me to eat, and not even every time. You didn't even bring anything this week.
You're a control freak. I'll do it. Let me touch your computer. I'll do it. You don't want me to touch your computer.
No, you can touch the computer.
Okay. I'll do it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Watch. There'll be text. It'll say, there'll be text right here.
They'll say they'll be text right
yeah,
here.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
That's useless. That adds nothing.
Doesn't matter. It's for me.
All right.
It makes me feel good.
Okay. And you're going to figure out how to do that.
Yes, I will.
All right.
Yes, I will.
I know.
And you know where I'm gonna go?
Where? YouTube?
YouTube.
Yep.
YouTube. And I'll do it. Boom.
Well, I'm excited. So get excited for our new editor,
Hi.
Gia Cognata, who's going to be editing the podcast.
Hell yeah.
First, I'll have to explain to you how to use the computer.
I have one. I use computers all the time. I use them all day.
One of these, or do you use a Mac?
No, I mean I use Windows
Okay,
all
then
day
you're good.
long.
Oh, then you're
all day
chilling.
long.
You're gonna be good.
I know. I'm not worried.
Good. Okay, I am.
Why?
I don't know.
As long as if you have any cuts or whatever, you put the thing the fuck together, then I'll edit put like graphics and stuff on it.
All right.
I'm gonna give you guys graphics because I love you.
Yeah. No,
I'm committed.
I'll probably end up doing it.
No.
Yeah, I'll just knock it out real quick. It'll be easier than I thought. It won't actually be that hard. It'll actually be very easy. And I'll make it happen.
Hell yeah. But I'm willing to.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
Together.
Yeah, we got this. We're going to make this good. One day, this will be a good podcast. It's going to be awesome. Just hang on, everybody. It's going to be amazing.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we have to fight about something to begin with.
We did.
Yeah, because Gia tortured me.
When did you've been
For
torturing
school.
me all week?
You tortured me for your class.
Oh.
Gia is in college and she's learning how to be a cosmetologist. And so
true.
she has to take all these different classes, and one of them was a pedicure class. And I thought, how bad could it be? Turns out pedicure is the worst thing ever.
Okay.
It's literally
Okay.
They could
No.
They probably do it in
No.
Guantanamo Bay.
This narrative
They're
is not accurate.
In a black site somewhere, someone's being tortured.
No. On normal
with a pedicure.
on a normal foot that someone didn't
My feet
like.
are very normal.
They are not.
Very normal.
These toenails were so
Healthy.
They were no.
Yeah.
They were cut
They were clean?
so jagged.
No, they weren't
Like
so
into
jagged.
the skin. It's
I
called
cut
an
my toenails
epidicium.
short.
And he
I
cut
cut 'em
the
short.
nail so that it's like, oh, you know that like when you cut your nail too short and it like drags
was
across
great.
the sheets?
It was awesome until someone started rubbing on it with the steel wool. I was fine.
Listen, it was so jagged. I'm like, at least can we get it to look uniform?
It wasn't jagged.
It was.
It was-
had cut into the. You guys. I think I have a picture. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it.
You're going to get
It
free
was
feet.
crazy. I showed my teacher this picture and she was like, oh my God.
Okay, that's pretty damning. That is pretty okay.
She was like, never let him do that again.
Why? I like to cut my toenails short.
But
You're
like,
lucky I cut them.
painfully short.
A lot of men don't even cut them.
I
I remember my friend's father would walk around in sandals with brown toenails that were clicking on the ground like a dog.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Most adult men barely cut their toenails.
That's horrible.
I cut mine.
Oh my God.
Because
Can
I
you
run.
do a quick PSA and just tell men to cut their toenails?
Cut your toenails, men. It's important. Cut them as short as you want.
Whoa.
Just slice them on down.
Yeah, if you're trying to hurt yourself.
It didn't
if you're a
hurt me
man
when I was
trying to
doing
hurt
it.
yourself.
There was no blood. There was no pain when I cut my toenails.
There was. You are
Uh,
just on a different planet. You gotta see this picture.
You're going to look at the picture if we figure out how to put it in here. And
I
you're
have
gonna,
it.
Yeah, but you're going to look at it and be like, nothing wrong. Looks fine.
No, that's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, whoa. It's crazy.
It was
too
a
short.
good cut.
Not straight across at all.
Okay, they weren't
Crazy.
straight across, but they weren't jagged.
They were.
They weren't jagged.
It was like a
wasn't-
mountain range.
No, I did not have the Adirondacks on my toes.
Yeah, you did.
No, they were not jagged.
Yeah.
They were...
It looks like you had like cut into the nail with
Nope.
like a nail clipper, not a toenail clipper, because
Use
toenail
the-
clippers
I-
are straight across.
Okay, I used the regular nail clipper.
Of course you did, and you
It's
like
the same
dug into
thing?
one
It's all
side,
nails?
so it was like dug into like at the center,
No.
and then you went again with it, and then tore the rest of it off. That's
Yeah.
what it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, mostly that is what I did, but it didn't create... I don't know what these jagged ideas that I had vampire teeth for toenails. That's not what happened.
Yeah,
It was a clean, straight across, very short.
I am going to show a picture and then, let's fight.
Yeah, we are fighting. That's what we're doing right now.
I know.
What's the solution here? Oh, the solution is I'm afraid to cut my toenails.
Okay.
She won't. She's like,
This
let me
is what I
supervise.
pitched.
So I haven't cut. So now my toenails are long and gross. Huh?
I pitched.
What'd you pitch?
Watching you.
Yeah.
Just supervising. Mm-hmm. And you can cut them with the correct clippers.
I got someone sweating over me, like
Not sweating. We're not going to be
doing
in a sauna.
it wrong.
Not
You're
doing it wrong. I'm like,
wrong.
don't cut it too far down.
I don't need a coach. I'm 30.
You
I don't need a
do.
coach to cut my
Well,
toenails.
my teacher said that I would be doing you a kindness if I did.
If you didn't let me cut my toenails like that again?
Because you can cut it so short that it exposes the skin underneath.
That
and
is
you can
100% what happened.
an infection.
Has never gotten an infection.
Thank God.
Never gotten an infection.
Thank God.
I've been cutting my toenails for however many years. Whenever I started, probably 10, I don't know, 15, young. I've been cutting them, no problems.
I'm
and
gonna
then
show
she
a
comes
picture.
along and tortures my feet.
The second anything touched it,
It
didn't-
hurt.
Yes,
was
because
pain.
it's not supposed to be cut that short.
My eyes were watering.
Yeah, you were screaming.
No screaming.
You're like, oh my God.
No.
Do
I
the
was
sound.
sighing.
No. Oh.
No, it was
Help.
maybe a little.
God. Stop.
I was very tough about it. I pushed through
You were really
the
tough.
horrible, horrible pain.
You were really tough.
Thank you.
But when I was done, did they not look beautiful?
They were gorgeous.
I have a picture of those too.
They looked really good.
They did.
Yeah, if you can find someone to do a pedicure and it doesn't hurt, you should do
I don't
it.
know if we can post the feet pics because people should pay you for that.
Yeah, you want to see my feet? Subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'll put it up
hell
there.
yeah. So
I'll
subscribe
put it
to
up
his
there.
OnlyFans and I'll put those feet pics up.
Yeah, you could look at my feet.
You can.
That'll be great.
They're pretty hot.
They're just mid feet.
No, they're
flat,
They're nice.
boring, flat feet.
They're clean and nice.
Yeah, they are clean. I keep them clean. I have to keep them clean because I run.
They're not like crusty or anything.
No.
Sometimes you have blisters.
Yeah, from running. I got working
I just
feet.
love you. I don't think you're gross at all.
I've got working feet.
A working man's feet.
Yeah, I'm on my feet a lot when I work. If I'm working, I'm on my feet pretty much. Standing up,
working.
doing comedy, or standing up, doing service industry work. Things like that. That's my jive.
That's what I'm looking for.
Biggest water bottle in the world. Here we
What
go.
do you call it?
Kilimanjaro.
It's so
Because it
funny.
looks like something you would use to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. A very pretty high mountain. Not the highest, but a pretty high mountain. And
One time I hit myself in the face with this, with the edge. I had like a little carry case and like it was around me. And I pulled up as I went down. The top of the lid hit and split open my fucking eyebrow.
brutalized yourself with a water bottle.
Bleeding, the whole, yeah. I got a black eye a little bit. I was like, my God,
Ooh.
this is cursed.
Hydration can be dangerous, but it's worth the risk because it makes you live longer.
You gotta drink water.
You gotta drink water.
And I don't even drink enough.
We don't drink nearly enough water
No.
in this house.
And we've been working out
Yeah. And not drinking
all
enough
week
water.
and just dehydrated as hell.
We are,
Thursday, I
parched.
woke up with such a headache. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Pure dehydration.
probably. Or asbestos, because I drove to Santa Monica.
Asbestos.
Yeah, you know how
from
all
the
those
air.
houses were burned? Well, there's
R.I.P.
asbestos in some of those houses. And even when I was at school, there was like a crazy guy mumbling about stuff, but he was talking about that. He's like, I used to work on houses. A lot of that's asbestos. You should be wearing an N95. I was like, my God, he's probably right. And I had a headache. So, conspiracy theory.
I don't think
Asbestos. People are going to fucking get sick.
I think it's real. I don't think that's a conspiracy. I think there's all kinds of chemicals in houses that have been released into. Thankfully, we're pretty far away. It's not our air, but the air of Los Angeles is
Our air.
chock full of chemicals, and it always is. But there's even more because of the fires.
It's not good.
No, truly not good. All right, the big news is, well, okay, we got two pieces of news. One is in our new segment called What We're Watching, we've caught up on Southern Charm.
Hell yeah.
The Bravo reality show that follows rich douchebags in
The South.
Charleston, South Carolina.
It's like taking a time machine back to when like men just openly were abusive to women.
Yeah.
And it was cool. And they were like, just shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, and I mean, don't like any of the characters, really.
No, you're not supposed to. It's reality TV.
Right.
But here are the main points. When Thomas left, all downhill.
Yeah, the show is the best in the first couple seasons.
Yes.
Because Thomas is a real old, rich white guy, and he used to be a U.S. senator, and then he got in trouble for cocaine.
Amazing.
He says he wasn't selling it. Who knows what the truth is? He was definitely doing it and giving or selling it to people. Who knows? He's knocking women up left and right.
He's 50 years old.
50 years old, causing absolute mayhem.
Yeah. He's fucking women. He's not wanting to commit to them. He's sleeping all around. He's never faithful. He gets accused of rape.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole thing.
But he's a wild guy.
He was so active. He was like sitting people down and insulting them to their face.
He'd invite people over for dinner, get hammered, and then stand up and be like, I'd like to impart.
Abuse
also,
everyone
you
at the
think,
table.
Now listen, my impression's not always the best, but this guy legitimately sounds like a caricature of a person from Georgia, and he's in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And he has his accent where he is just here, and he's talking about, here's what you need to do to make sure that your life goes well. Meanwhile, his life is in flames.
Yeah.
He's like, here, we need integrity and honor among our friends and fellows. And then he's calling people out and just saying they're duplicitous. You're duplicitous. He's a wild man.
There were abuse parties where he would he'd go around the table.
You ever invited people over just to yell at them?
Yeah.
That's what this guy did.
Little rage parties.
Just hammered, screaming at people. It was good couple seasons. Now we're all caught up. There's this new character, JT, who I cannot stand. He looks like a human beaver, and I can't stand this little man. Drives me nuts.
He's uncool. Everything he does, even when it's good, it's like, yuck.
You want him to die in a boating accident, and he refuses to die.
He's scared of the water.
Yeah, of course he is, because it's so...
He knows. The ocean wants to take him.
Yeah. If we could sacrifice people to kind of slow down global warming, that guy'd be first on the list.
Crazy. Him thinking Madison was calling because Brett thought they were fucking, that's crazy.
That's insane.
In no world.
No.
In no world. It was to check and see if she was fucking Austin. Another Austin.
Yeah, different Austin, not me. My name is spelled the right way. If you spell Austin with an E-N, what are you doing?
You're gross.
Your parents don't love you.
No.
I-N or nothing.
I don't think he's as hot as like people in
No
Charleston.
one on the show is actually hot.
His face
They're
is
only
not
hot
cute.
in relationship to the area in which they live.
Right? Nobody on there is hot.
No, not at all.
I get
They're all mid.
way into Craig's weird conspiracies.
Oh,
He
yeah.
believes pandas aren't real.
That's a good one.
He thinks they're all like people in panda
Huh?
costumes. He doesn't think they're real.
I didn't know this was a conspiracy. Pandas aren't real?
Look it up. Pandas aren't real.
Pandas aren't real.
Yeah,
What?
it's a conspiracy. At least Craig started it. But I think it might be a belief.
Pandas aren't real. I'm fairly certain pandas are just an extremely elaborate hoax. Why do people say that? I've been saying this for years.
I don't know.
People are saying they're just...
I
From
don't know.
TikTok to Southern Charm, inside the conspiracy that pandas aren't real.
Uh-oh. How does this
Conspiracy
make you
theories
feel?
suggest that pandas are actually just people in suits. Yeah, okay. Is there even any... The conspiracy recently popped up on the Bravo original series Southern Charm.
Bingo.
People in panda suits. Is there literally anything even remotely... There's not even a tiny bit of evidence. It's just because they're clumsy?
Because they believe.
And there's not a lot of them. So it's like there's so few pandas that there could just be people in panda suits.
Could be.
There's 650 of them. That's a lot of people in panda suits. And nobody's ever slipped up?
I don't know.
It said it would require thousands of people working around the clock. And there's 1,900 of them living in the actual wilderness. So this makes literally no sense. That's the most nonsense conspiracy. And I love conspiracy theories. That one is literally utter nonsense.
Trash.
There's no... For a conspiracy to be real, you got to have a reasonable doubt of evidence. If there was a picture or something, I don't know. But there's nothing. This is just mindless.
Craig said it. That's why
Craig, one of the dumbest people I've ever witnessed interact with other human beings.
He's the best dude on there.
And that is horrifying.
I know, but he doesn't. The bar is he doesn't cheat on his girlfriend.
Yeah. And that does make him the best guy on
And
Southern
you're like,
Charm.
What a good dude.
What a good guy. What a good guy.
I'm just waiting for Shep to die. He's just out of control.
Yeah.
Like, only people like Thomas live forever.
Yeah. Because Shep isn't evil. Evil people live for a long time.
He's not evil. No. I don't know why he's so damaged, but he is damaged as hell.
Yeah.
He needs to spend some time alone with a therapist.
Yeah.
So not alone.
Yeah, he needs to spend some time with someone smarter than him.
Yeah, he doesn't need to date anyone.
No.
I don't know what's going on there, but like he's hurting himself and other people.
And that's our segment, What We're Watching.
No, you
if
started
you haven't
the
seen
blacklist.
Southern Charm, sorry. That last 10 minutes meant nothing to you.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It might prompt you to go watch it.
It might.
Just if you want to watch some terrible reality TV, go
Southern
watch
Charm's a decent
Also,
choice.
I really like Traders.
Traders is actually legitimately excellent.
I've watched a lot of reality TV.
Traders is quite
From
good.
Survivor to like Real World, Road Rules, Challenge,
Yeah.
like all of the reality TV shows, I have watched them. And so seeing these people pop back up, and I mean like I love Rob. I love Boston Rob. I'm a stan for Boston Rob. I've seen
Rob
him
is great.
all of the Survivor seasons he was on, even when he was just like helping out as like a judge or whatever. But I love that show. I would definitely recommend it.
Traders is awesome. There's like this nice little Illuminati aspect to it that's very fun. A little Eyes Wide Shut. The production value is incredible. Alan Cumming is phenomenal. I just learned his name's Alan Cumming, not Alan Cummings. There's no S.
Sorry,
I've been adding an S.
I pluralized.
Me too. I've been pluralizing.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, we got his name right now.
Coming.
Alan Cumming.
Coming.
Exactly. But here's the big news. And as the title of the episode, I should have brought it up earlier, but I'm bringing it up now.
What?
My girlfriend is an aunt.
Oh.
And I don't mean in the relationship family sense, although you are an aunt. You have a niece and a nephew.
I do.
But in your eating habits, you eat like an aunt.
Yes.
Here's what I mean by that.
Okay.
She will take a bite of a snack or sometimes even eat most of the entire bag and put it back.
We've mentioned the fact that I put back very little.
But the biggest, most egregious, I don't know why, it shouldn't even bother me because most of the snack is there. I opened, and this I have a picture of and I will put it up.
Suddenly he wants to do editing.
Now I want to do editing. When it's roasting you, I'm happy to do it. Listen, I go to eat a granola bar and I open it.
It's an energy bar.
Oh, an energy bar.
And I think I did that on the plane.
That's been open for weeks?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you eat it?
Yes, ate the whole thing. It didn't seem stale.
It was inside of a plastic.
Yeah.
It was sealed inside of a Ziploc.
I go, and I didn't realize it was, I go to open it, and there's a bite taken out of this bar and then just put back.
I was like, oh, I don't want this.
You're literally, it's what ants do. They send out scouts, and they take little bites, and they go back to the colony.
They were good.
They go back to the colony.
Lara bars that you
Lara bars are
pocketed
good.
From set were really good.
Those were delicious.
I would absolutely have eaten the whole thing of that. I didn't leave any bites of that bad boy.
You took one bite of that. But it's adding up. It's that. There's an ice cream sandwich. The same thing happens.
I'm allowed to have bites of everything that you're about to eat. So if it doesn't have a bite out of it, offer me a bite.
You can have a bite of anything I'm currently eating, yeah. But you can't take bites out of things and put them back.
That's mine. I'll eat it later.
No, you won't. Apparently you didn't eat that later. You left it in there for 2 weeks, you said.
Oh, I wasn't going to eat that.
You said you ate it on the plane. You took a bite on the plane.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was still in the bag.
It was crazy. I didn't realize. I mean, my God.
I'm sorry.
The things that no, it's very small. It's actually like a very easy thing to put up with. It's not that big of a deal. But I just thought it was really funny. I was like, who just eats one bite of something and then puts it back?
Me.
That's crazy.
Me.
It's like the king's poisoner. and then you died, and like that's why it's like, what's happening here?
Sometimes I don't have the appetite to eat a whole serving of something, and I
Right.
just want to taste it, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll eat that later.
Bring it back to your colony of ants and tell them what you've been eating.
I'll eat that later. I don't know.
Eat that later.
I just like that. I don't know.
That's very funny. It's a very funny quirk. Alrighty, now it's time for our 3 positive news stories of the week.
I'm always excited to see what you found.
All right, I found out that 2025 is the year of the snake.
Oh yeah, my
and
mom's a
it
snake.
promises ample chances to strike back against misfortune. So in traditional Chinese astrology, your birth year is especially unlucky, but this year there's no need for snakes to keep a low profile.
Ooh.
Every year, GGN, Good News Network, where I'm stealing the news stories from, generates a horoscope based on the averages of several major Chinese horoscopes. On January 29th, the Lunar New Year will welcome the 12-month Chinese zodiac of the snake under the heavenly branch of wood. And then what does that mean? It used to be unlucky, but this year it's different. Snakes are generally cautious, introverted observers whose cold scales lie under whose cold scales lie sensitivity and wisdom. This year is also the second of 2 years of the element of wood, endowing it with characteristics of creativity, growth, and a certain amount of unpredictability. So listen, I mean, money and career advancement will come easy for snakes this year. The rewards will be forthcoming for hardworking serpents. Does this just mean only if you're born in the year of the snake?
Yeah.
So this doesn't apply to all of us?
No.
Oh.
No, it does not.
It says you should avoid water skiing or surfing. All right, so if you weren't born in the year of the snake, apparently this is useless. I just found out. Well, you know what? I'm claiming it. Whatever. This year's going to be good for me. I'll take it. I'm really afraid of snakes. So, time to face my fears this year.
Let's get a snake.
All right, good news. 70 really is the new 60. Aging adults function better today than previous generations in both mind and body. Age-related declines experienced by older adults have significantly slowed down, according to a new study published last month in Nature Aging. Improvements in education, nutrition, and sanitation across the 20th century likely played key roles in the improvements of cognitive, locomotive, psychological, and sensory capacities. So this is great news for me as someone who's terrified of getting old.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I hate the idea.
Why?
I've talked about this before.
I know, but
I don't
always
like it.
shocked.
I don't like the idea of getting old. I don't like the idea of losing my
What about
health,
it?
my mental faculties. I barely have those to begin with.
I don't think you have to lose your mental health.
I'm trying not to.
You're supposed to stay active. I used to work in hospice, and we had lots of people that I took care of, and different types of centennials. And the ones that were active in mind and like they were sharp.
Okay, good.
But there were certain older people that were completely out of it.
Not me. I'm
I
staying
kind
with
of
it.
believe, and I know that this isn't going to make sense, but I kind of believe diet has a lot to do with
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? It's literally, that makes 100% sense.
Okay, cool.
Diet has to be the biggest thing.
Diets have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes total sense.
typically the healthier that person ate, the more that they were cognitively
And I'm
working.
eating much healthier since living with you. My fast food consumption is down by about 90%.
I don't want you to die.
I don't
Or
want to
for your
die either.
mind to
I don't
go.
want you to die. So we're in a
I'm
good
not
place.
gonna die.
You're definitely not going to die. All right. And another great news breakthrough: single dose drug wipes out breast cancer tumors in mice without side effects.
Were they male mice?
In a search for better and better treatments for breast cancer, medical researchers at the University of Illinois have synthesized a remarkable substance, both mice and rats. It deletes the cancer side effects. Does it say male or female mice? I don't know.
Sometimes they only do it on male, and I'm like, but they'll give them boobs.
I don't see anything, but it's really cutting down. And that's great, because that falls right into my philosophy about medicine. I don't have the money to go to the doctor, so I'm going to have to wait a long time. And by then, I'll get money. And once I get enough money to go to the doctor, they will have cures for all the illnesses that I walk through the door with.
Hell yeah.
So this is very exciting for me.
There have been movies based on this.
Which
Where they
part?
like try to go in stasis mode so they can or like,
Oh yeah.
this is by the time there's a cure for whatever.
I'll be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna do it while I'm living.
Oh, this is not a movie.
No, this is my actual thoughts on medicine. Is I'll do it later, and there'll be better science later, anyways. So it's
a ring
fine.
stuck on my finger and I had to bite it off.
You bit a ring off?
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
I've never bitten a ring off.
Well,
with my
you can
finger.
watch this back. I did it.
Oh my god. You have strong teeth. I don't. I haven't been to a dentist in a decade. I'm terrified. By the time I get to the dentist, though, they'll have incredible technology.
No,
Yeah.
it has not advanced that
They're
much.
advancing it.
I mean, the x-rays are different now.
Good.
There's a lot more stuff. Like, the TV is involved a lot more. Like, you can watch Netflix while they're in there.
Cool.
But, like, the basics are pretty much the same.
Well, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Do you want to talk about your weird words?
No,
You don't?
not right now.
Okay.
Not yet. Because we've reached the conclusion of the podcast.
Oh my God.
So tune in next week to hear me talk about my weird words.
No, you have to.
I figured out that
We're
I
gonna talk
said...
about it on Patreon. So if you want to hear about the weird words,
I say words weird, and it's going to be on the Patreon. As always, thank you so much. If you want longer episodes, check out the Patreon. If you want to see me do stand-up live in your city, subscribe to my email list, and I'll come do stand-up. I think that's pretty much everything. Follow me, Kress_Austin, or at Stoney McBlaze if you're already not, and follow at the Gia Monster on all social medias. I've got an OnlyFans. I'm doing fitness stuff on there. It's not kinky, but
not yet.
But you know, whatever.
His mom still follows him on Instagram.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Can't get too weird.
Can't get too weird. But yeah, stay stoked and don't crash those spaceships.